Good afternoon and welcome to Pizza Hut Park in Frisco, Texas for Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup number 32 and the Under 14 championship game between the Fullerton Rangers and FC Dallas Premier. Sam Irwin alongside Jeff Tracy here to call this game of two unbeaten teams so far in this Dallas Cup tournament.
Absolutely, both 5-0, both very robust on the offensive end, scoring a lot of goals on their way to getting to this championship game.
And we look at the records right here. As we mentioned, both teams come in undefeated. We start with bracket B in the Fullerton Rangers. They made it out of there scoring 19 goals while only giving up 2.
Yeah, definitely a very strong offensive side. Looking at who they beat, Club Universidad, LVU United from Pennsylvania, and Manchester United, making their way through to the championship game, getting through 2 Texas teams.
And being Andromeda in the semifinal games to make it here. And when we look at bracket E and the FC Dallas Premier team, they also made it out of there 5-0.
Absolutely, scoring 13 goals, 4, and only letting up 3. So it's going to be definitely a good game for offense today.
You see it here. They beat the Dallas Texans Red 2-0 in the quarterfinals and then beat Oklahoma FC 3-0 in the semifinals to make it to this game here. If we take a look at the starting lineups, first for the Fullerton Rangers.
We have Keith Murphy in goal, Billy Abdullah, Robert Coronado, Pineda, Castro Ruiz Hernandez, Troncoso, Pineda, Lemus, and Smith rounding it out for the starting 11 for Fullerton.
And on the other side for FC Dallas Premier,
we have Joseph Flores in goal, Korleski, Gonzalez, Benitez, Amaro, Ojeda, Volkert, Bradford, Pablo Ocampo, Martin Salas, and Christian Ramirez rounding out the starting 11 for the strong FC Dallas team.
It's a beautiful day here in Frisco as you take a look at the referees, Jeff.
Jennifer Jones is going to be running the center with Kevin Messman and John Douglas on both assistant referees, and Rafal Sayudzik is going to be the 4th official manning the sidelines.
As you see, both teams getting started are getting ready to get this game underway. It's going to be Fullerton in all white, the team you see right there on your screen. The FC Dallas Premier is going to be wearing the traditional FC Dallas MLS jersey, the red shorts and the red and white striped top.
And definitely this is, California versus Texas, just to repeat what we usually see in a lot of these games here. Fullerton, very strong side out of Southern California, Orange County. According to TopDrawer.com, number 2 rated team in the country versus FC Dallas, the number 4 rated team.
And this game gets started as Pineda tries to get it on the near side, goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for FC Dallas Premier. Fight for the ball in the middle. Now a turnover by FC Dallas Premier.
One thing you're going to see with these games as we go forward, U13, U14, U15, the game's going to get a lot faster. The pace of play is going to be extended that much more. And you're going to see probably a little bit more substitution.
In this U14 age group, it's going to be 2 35-minute halves with a continuous clock. There will be stoppage time at the end of each half. If it goes into overtime, it's going to be 2 10-minute periods followed by a shootout if needed. Both teams have open substitution at this age group, so just because a player comes out of the game, it does mean that he can come back in it as well. As the ball goes into touch, a throw-in for FC Dallas and deep in their own zone. Throw-in goes to Benitez. Benitez sends it out wide. Now FC Dallas tries to go up the line and finally makes it way back to Benitez, who goes to the center of the field, deflects off the defender and all the way back to the goalkeeper, Keith Murphy.
And as we talked about this being a faster pace of play, probably going to see it be a bit more physical as well.
Sorry, the goalkeeper for FC Dallas, Joseph Flores, he was with the U13 team for FC Dallas last year in this Dallas Cup. That pass is going to be intercepted. Now on the far side running is Gonzalez. Gonzalez has it with space. He has a player in the middle. That's number 9, Amaro. The cross never comes, though. Fullerton turns it the other way and clears it to midfield.
I'm not sure why he tried to take on 3 defenders all by himself when if he just picked his head up and looked around, he could have had a square pass and an opportunity on top of the box.
Now Fullerton, far side, they gives it to Castro. Castro just centers it in the middle. Nice, easy pass. Looking around, that's number 16, Pineda. Now the ball's sent forward. Tap back out. The FC Dallas defender comes out and is able to kick it away. Goes right to Abdallah, though. Neither team really showing great possession thus far. FC Dallas may be able to keep it on the ground a little bit better in these first few minutes of the game. That pass was intended for Amaro. He couldn't get a foot on it, though. Now on this near side, they're going to say it was last touched by Fullerton, so a throw-in for FC Dallas Premier.
And I'm sure as this game goes forward, you're going to hear us mentioning a few of the same names for both sides. FC Dallas, specifically Christian Ramirez and Martin Salas, both recently called up to the U14 national team. And same thing with Fullerton. Amarjeet Pineda and Billy Abdallah are two guys that have represented the U14 national team in international competition.
So a lot of talent on the field right now for both teams. Part of the reason why it's to be such a good game, as is every Dallas Cup game.
This is the top competition, typically.
And a good move that time by the offensive player. That was Ramirez, number 22 for FC Dallas Premier, trying to flick that one over. Good job by the back line for Fullerton to stop that attack. Now Fullerton has attack as their own as they send it out wide. That's Tronsko out there. He has it taken away from him, and FC Dallas going the other way now. Both these teams seem pretty good at keeping the ball on the ground and just passing it amongst themselves, especially in that midfield. As a quick turn is going to be tried by Amaro. If he can make it, he's not going to be able to make it to the ball. Good job by the defender to make a quick turn, and he gets it up to Pineda. Pineda's going to send it across the field. Far side now, that was Tronkosko. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of FC Dallas Premier. Throw in for Fullerton. Pineda, middle of the field, gets it up front to one of his forwards. That's Castro. Castro's trying to make something happen, looking for Smith in the box, and Smith can't quite get there. Good job by Ocampo on the defense to kick that one away. Fullerton still in possession. They'll have a throw in deep in the FC Dallas zone. Get to Smith. Smith trying to make a turn. Our center can't do either. It's going to be hit up the field by Amaro for FC Dallas. Intercepted once again by Fullerton, and they are on the attack. They're going to send it out wide. They had number 10 Pineda out here. Couldn't quite get it to him, though. It's going to be a throw in for FC Dallas.
I can see what he's doing there, but he was just a little bit too ambitious with his pass, trying to lead Pineda down the sideline a little bit too much.
Pineda had it again, sent it into the box. Nothing happening there. And it makes it way back out to midfield. A good sliding tackle by the defender that time. That's number 10, Ojeda. As Benitez goes across the field. This FC Dallas team, a feeder to the MLS FC Dallas team, which plays here in Pizza Hut Park as well, in Frisco.
Definitely one of the growing and much more competitive sides in the Dallas area. In years past, you saw the Texans as one of the top teams. Now it seems to be transitioning to teams like FC Dallas and Solar.
As a quick shot is made by Fullerton. Taking the shot was number 32, Dylan Smith.
Great job by Flores to get down to the ground on that deflection, because it wasn't a straight-on shot. It kind of took a little deflection on its way towards the goal. Looking at this game, FC Dallas is definitely going to try to be opportunistic of counterattack.
FC Dallas now.
FC Dallas having a good spurt of possession. And this game is really going back and forth within the midfield. FC Dallas has for a time. control, and then you'll have an errant pass like that, and Fullerton takes possession. But FC Dallas gains control of the ball again.
On the far side now, there was Salas. He gave it up quickly. Now to the center of the field, looking for Ramirez. And that one's going to go into touch. Last touch by FC Dallas. It'll be Fullerton ball.
FC Dallas has control of the ball right now on their side of the midfield, looking to play it up. They play it forward. Pineda heads that ball down and plays it over to Amarji Pineda.
Pineda gets it on that near side. Fullerton still on the attack using Coronado. Now FC Dallas has it. They turn the corner. They get Ramirez now to the far side. Benitez is over there. Benitez looking to cut through the middle. He can't. Now Fullerton sends it into the middle. As now FC Dallas trying to get an attack going. Now up the middle, this near side, players running on it, is going to be cleared by Fullerton though. That was number 10, Ojeda for FC Dallas, chasing it down. Now on the attack, using Pineda, who's been really the catalyst for everything so far for Fullerton. Now someone just trying to get control of it before going back to Pineda. Cutting towards the box, FC Dallas is going to be able to take it away. They find Ramirez near midfield. He's going to just swing it back out to Gonzalez on that far side. Gonzalez sends it all the way forward for Amaro. Amaro has a chance here, but a good job by Keith Murphy, the Fullerton goalkeeper, to come up and get that one.
That's just being very proactive as a goalkeeper. He saw the play develop and came out to take control of the ball.
Some physical play, nothing called though. Ball's going to get back out to Benitez. And FC Dallas is going to try to build through the back one more time on that far side. Give it to Salas. Now looking for Ramirez up top. Ramirez gets it at his feet, tries to make a move, and he is able to. They have number 9, Amaro, in the middle of the box. Weren't able to make it to him, though, and that's going to roll it in line for a goal kick.
You're not sure if he was trying to make an attempt on goal, thinking that he had the wind at his back, and he'd have a little bit more luck with that, but you saw a little frustration out of Juan Amaro. Just, basically trying to convey, hey, play it to my feet. I'm here with you.
It's Benitez fighting for it for FC Dallas. Now Fullerton sends it forward, looking for Castro. Castro making a run, but it makes it to Joseph Flores, the goalkeeper, before he can get there. And a quick restart this time by FC Dallas Premier. They find Ramirez. Ramirez playing it back, using his teammates in the midfield nicely. Got to Salas. Salas trying to send it forward, looking for Benitez that time, I believe. Benitez nowhere near that ball, though. In the first game out here, the U14 championship game, the wind was really howling almost up to 30 miles per hour. It seems like it may have died down a little bit here.
But one thing present is the humidity, and going to sap the energy of a lot of these players.
Amaro gives it to Ojeda. Ojeda was trying to go right back to him, not able to, though, so they kick it all the way back out to Bradford. He sends it back into the box, and that's going to fall all the way to the far side. There's Benitez, and Benitez is going to miss that shot high.
That ball just bounced over the head of the defender, and Benitez was right there. He just leaned back a little bit too much instead of bringing his upper torso over the ball a little bit more.
It was a bouncing ball, so he had trouble getting over it. As you look at the replay right here, and just barely missing that crossbar. It looked like Keith Murphy, the goalkeeper of Fullerton, was in place anyway, so probably wouldn't have been a goal, but a good opportunity that time by FC Dallas.
He went for a little bit more power when he could have probably went a little bit finesse.
so far in this game. In the 12th minute, still 0-0. FC Dallas Premier versus Fullerton Rangers in this under 14 championship game. Seems like FC Dallas has momentum right now. Wouldn't you say so, Jeff?
It's a little bit back and forth in the midfield, but FC Dallas has definitely had the bulk of the opportunities in their offensive end. Now it's just trying to mitigate giveaways like that we just saw there.
That was Coronado stepping in for Fullerton, taking that pass away. Now they're using Castro to move along the back line before finally getting it to Pineda, who's really, like we said, been the catalyst for everything that Fullerton's done.
I was going to say, it seems like both Pinedas, and they're easily identified. They both have a tuft of hair, dyed blonde in the back. So number 16 Pineda and number 10 Pineda. Definitely, like you said, the catalyst of the play here for Fullerton early on.
Good throw in. Goes to the middle of the box, being scuffled around a little bit. That was number 8 Coronado who got a head on it. Nothing came of it. Now his shot goes in from Ruiz, and that one's going to go harmlessly over, but they're going to give a corner kick to Fullerton right now.
Yeah, it was deflected off of the kick. They were trying to defend that so he didn't get a clean shot, and deflected over the goal. So Fullerton's going to have a corner kick and a good opportunity for a set play here, which is always dangerous. Ricardo
Ruiz is the player going far side to take it for Fullerton. This one goes near post, actually all the way to the back post. That was Pineda, this number 16 Pineda, trying to make that one. Also Ronaldo Pineda. As we're going to have our first substitution of the game is going to come from Fullerton Rangers. Rolando Munoz come into the game.
Like Castro is going to be coming.
Substitution in the 15th minute for Fullerton. Entering the match number 19, Rolando Munoz.
That is Castro, George Castro, coming out of the game for Fullerton. Fullerton has the throw-in right now. Or rather, FC Dallas Premier has the throw-in in their own end. Trying to make it up the touchline. That one makes it back to the center of the field. Ruiz has it now. He looks forward for Smith. Dylan Smith chasing it down far side corner. He's being chased by Korleski for FC Dallas Premier. Now he's getting double teamed over there, and FC Dallas gets it out. They find Gonzalez. Now back to the center field, just trying to get out of their own end, and they finally do clear it past midfield. They have 2 runners up there, including Amaro. Ball wasn't able to make it to their forwards, however, and now it's Fullerton going the other way. And a dangerous play right here is going to be Smith with the first shot attempt. He couldn't get it. Now it's going to be cleared by FC Dallas Premier. Dylan Smith has had a lot of chances inside that 18-yard box. Nothing's been able to come of it yet. That's a good play by the FC Dallas player, Ojeda, to get that ball. He quickly turns it over, though. Munoz, who just came into the game, has the ball. Now he passes it back. Near side, Abdallah. He cuts to the inside. He makes a couple of nice moves before being tackled by the FC Dallas player. Pineda now has it near side. Pineda going for the 18-yard box. He has it poked away, and there's Benitez to clear it. He gets it up to Ramirez.
Great defensive play by FC Dallas to not really give Fullerton much a chance at a clean shot.
That time it looked like FC Dallas was trying to get to Juan Amaro, who seems to be their go-to guy up top. They haven't really been able to get to him quite yet.
No, it's a matter of building out of the back. They seem to be trying to play it a little bit over the top or play some long ball up to him.
Fullerton building out of the back, using Abdallah. He tries to send it forward, knowing there, but Pineda's coming up on the trail.
If you look at these players, they're just very calm with the ball at their feet. You know, they don't have anxiety. They don't look to get rid of the ball right away. They get the ball, they pick their head up, and they look for options around them.
hard to believe these kids are all under 14 out there playing.
I think that's a compliment to the coaching. You know, and just the level of play that that these kids are now becoming accustomed to.
And that's really what Dallas Cup is all about. Like we said, it's the 32nd year here at Dallas Cup, and every year just seems to get better and better, and the quality of the teams gets better and better.
Absolutely, and you know, they have to turn teams away because they can't fit every team, and you have to limit the size of this tournament.
That's going to be Benitez in the middle for FC Dallas, breaking that one up. Now they're trying to get something. FC Dallas is Gonzalez on the far side. He just plays it back. Korleski. Both teams seem to be taking their time on the attack. They're just being very methodical about, want to make the right pass all the time. And the 4 back players for FC Dallas really taking care of the balls. It swings out to Bradford on this near side.
And that's the thing, is when you get anxious, you make mistakes.
Bradford fighting for it, and Myro comes in and gets it. He has a slide tackle from behind taken away. It was Abdallah with the tackle. Back to Abdallah now. Near side, Munoz. Now center of the field, getting dangerous 18-yard box. Dylan Smith with a shot that's going to be deflected by the defense. Fullerton regains possession. Back to Smith in the middle. Is going to be tapped out to Ruiz. Ruiz now going right, gives it to Munoz. Munoz tries to tap it forward to Pineda. Pineda's not able to do anything with it. It's going to go into touch off of FC Dallas Premier last. So it'll be a throw for Fullerton. And FC Dallas is going to make a couple of substitutions real quick. It's going to be number 74 and 77 coming into the game.
Nope, it's 11 and 14, I think.
Oh, is that 11 and 14?
11 and 14. It's a odd graphic on the numbers there.
So that's going to be Matthew Roszowski as well as Weston McKinney.
McKinney taking a shot to the stomach there. The referee is going to halt play for a minute. Just got the ball right into the center of his stomach there, so trying to catch his wind again.
It's going to be a corner kick for the Fullerton Rangers, their second corner kick of the game. Again on the far side. They send that one into the far post once again. They had a couple of players there, including Pineda. He couldn't get a hold of it. Now he's going to send it back in near post. A good jump that time, and a second shot comes in. That was Munoz with that second shot that went high.
No, he probably could have settled that a little bit more and maybe giving himself a good first touch and had a better shot on goal instead of just kicking it like he did.
So Joseph Flores gets set for the goal kick for FC Dallas Premier. It's a fight to control it in the middle of the field. There's Ocampo who gets it. He tries to square it out left to Amaro. He has room. He's going to go into the 18-yard box, tries to cut back towards the middle. Now he centers it, and the Fullerton defender comes up, stops it. Benitez gets it for FC Dallas out top, though. Benitez tries to send it back in, and the Fullerton defense does not budge, and it's going to be Munoz who finally gets it and takes it up the field. Looking for Coronado that time, a little bit sloppy on the pass was Munoz, so it's going to go back to FC Dallas. FC Dallas gets it on the far side now. Looking for places to play. They finally go all the way back.
Switch the field here.
Using Aaron Volkirk to switch fields as Bradford tries to do something with it. Now to the far side once again. Get up the field, find McKinney, who just came into the game. McKinney tries to center it once again. Finally gets it back to Benitez, who's playing that center midfield position, which is so essential. Back to Bradford now. Bradford tries to take it upfield. A good pass and a good job bringing that one down by Rochowski. Rochowski gives it up very quickly, and it's going to go the other way now through Munoz. Now Ronaldo Pineda, he's going to send it out wide. He finds Ruiz. Ruiz sends it forward, finds Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith tries to make that turn, is not able to, and is going to go harmlessly on that far side. And Korlowski for SC Dallas will go out there and pick it up. Once again, Amaro for SC Dallas. He's going to get the ball up front. A good slide tackle that time by the defender.
A great play by Lemus back there. He saw the play developing. They saw Amaro get the ball and just put a stop to any forward attack.
There'll be a throw-in for SC Dallas. We are now in the 24th minute of this first half. U14 championship game at Dallas Cup 32. FC Dallas Premier versus Fullerton Rangers. Both teams still scoreless so far in this first half, as FC Dallas is trying to mount an attack here. Playing through McKinney. McKinney's going to send that one forward, and is going to be picked up easily by Keith Murphy, the Fullerton goalkeeper, who sends out an outless pass quickly, and that's Munoz going up the side for Fullerton. He's going to play it to the middle. They have Ronaldo Pineda there. Pineda getting close to 18-yard box, tries to make a move, but the defender's going to poke it away.
Great defensive play by Volkert there. That's it's a very stout defense that FC Dallas has, and Fullerton really not getting a pristine opportunity to get a shot on goal.
Martin Salas trying to move it around right now for FC Dallas, and so far it seems like those back four have just been unbelievable for FC Dallas in this game.
They have, and you know that also goes to the credit of the midfield. Midfielders really chasing down those Fullerton strikers and really giving the defenders a chance to really keep their feet and stay square to what the ball is in front of them. Yeah, he saw the keeper off his line just a touch and decided to go for it. Wind definitely not a factor in this game like maybe we thought it would be at the start.
So a powerful shot by Munoz. It just turns into a goal kick for FC Dallas, though. Joseph Flores will take it as a substitution takes place for Fullerton, and it's going to be George Castro coming back into the game. He was a starter, went out after about 10 minutes, and now he's back in. Again, open substitution. Players can leave and come back into the game as they please, or as the coaches please, rather. As Fullerton has it on the near side, and Munoz still making a difference. Good slide tackle, and he tries to get the attack starting. Trying to go through Vera. Vera not able to do anything with it right now. Still fighting in that midfield for it, and finally FC Dallas midfield will come away victorious. And they try to play it out wide to Korleski. Bad pass, though, into touch. Throw in for Fullerton.
Salas was trying to play it into space there, and just a little bit too much on that pass out to the right side.
Got more substitutions for FC Dallas. Is going to be number 15, Edgar Mata, and number 19, Sergio Lara coming into the game. On the other side for Fullerton, Alexis Diaz, one of their guest players, will be coming into the game for the first time today.
Amaro and Christian Ramirez coming out of the game. And Christian Ramirez, one of those under 14 national team call-ups just recently. So a very solid player, giving him a little bit of rest and probably looked at him to sit on the bench for the rest of the first half and come back refreshed for the second half.
Once again, 35-minute halves in this U14 age group. As Pineda tries to send it forward, he was looking at time for Alexis Diaz, who just came into the game. Diaz not able to handle it, however.
There you have again. FC Dallas just swarming to the Fullerton striker, not giving him a clean opportunity to go forward.
Munoz, near side, he cuts back to the middle. He's going to take another shot from distance. That one's going to miss wide left. Two good shots, though, now by Munoz from distance.
He's definitely not afraid on his right side midfield position to strike the ball from far out. First time it was about 35 yards out. That time about 30 yards out. And both to where the keeper had to think for a second what to do.
Making Joseph Flores, FC Dallas premier goalkeeper, work early in this game. As a low goal kick, that one's going to be touched first by a Fullerton player. That was Diaz. He wasn't able to control it, though. It's going to make it way out to Korleski for FC Dallas, and now they're going to swing it and try to change the point of the attack. Bradford, he gives it up. That was Lara. He's going to go to the middle. That's McKinney. McKinney looking for a place to go now. And that's going to be a bad pass by McKinney, and it's going to be Munoz stepping in to intercept it.
I saw what McKinney was doing there. It wasn't necessarily a bad pass, but his player that was back in support didn't run up to the ball that McKinney played in space. So McKinney wasn't necessarily at fault there.
Again, FC Dallas trying to attack, and that time is going to be Abdallah stepping in for Fullerton to intercept that pass. Now Fullerton is going to try to swing it to the other side to change the point of attack. It seems like no team can really get a good attacking possession going. They're both having a lot of success passing it around the back line, but once they get past that midfield, they can't really control those passes, it seems.
You know, this game is starting out, it seems like it's going to be that possible 1-0 victory. One team gets a good opportunity and then, sit back.
And that ball's going to go into touch, last touched by Fullerton. Throw in for FC Dallas Premier. Now out to the far side, Korleski. He's going to play it forward. He finds McKinney. And that ball is going to go into touch. Off of Fullerton, FC Dallas throw-in.
I like McKinney. He's a good little player over there on that right side. He seems to create when he gets the ball at his feet.
Now FC Dallas, that was McKinney once again trying to get in there. He loses control of it. Now Fullerton has the attack. That was Pineda who sent that one forward. It's deflected right back at him, though. Fullerton's able to regain possession. In the U13 game, it was a California team versus a Texas team.
Nomads got the better of Houstonians 5-2 in extra time.
It was the Nomads out of San Diego and the Houstonians out of Houston. And in this game, the next age group up, it's once again a California team in Fullerton and a Texas team in FC Dallas Premier. So a lot of Texas and California, as we talked about, in this tournament, turning into two of the hotbeds for youth soccer in this country.
That's if that was going to be more of an offensive play, I would have called a handball on Castro. He raised his elbow up there to control the ball, but went harmlessly out of bounds over the touchline for a goal kick.
Flores getting a lot of work with the goal kick so far in this game. Feels like most of the action has happened around that FC Dallas net, but saying that FC Dallas has still played very well.
No, there's definitely is a lot of back and forth in the midfield, and that 40 yards on either side of the center line.
That was Ocampo, who has it on the near side now. He cuts it upfield, looks into the middle, too hard of a pass to handle though for Lara.
We're going to probably see a card here. Definitely more of an attempt at the player than the ball.
That was Ocampo, and the yellow card does come out, and Ocampo gets the first yellow card of the game.
And Ocampo, he knew what the ref had to do. The ref had to give him a little slap on the wrist, so to speak.
Once again, the referee today, Jennifer Jones, who saw giving away that card. She's from the United States of America. One of the great things about this tournament is that the referees come from across the world, so they make sure that they have the best possible.
You know, just like teams that want to come play here, referees want to come referee here.
Now, outside the 18-yard box, a shot sent in by Diaz, and it's going to be stopped by Flores.
Flores once again doing a great job to get down low to the ground and take control of the ball when it comes to him.
And a good punt that time by Flores. Goes well past midfield. FC Dallas is able to control it using Ocampo. Now they try to send that one forward. It's still Ocampo fighting for it. He can't get. He sends it forward towards the 18-yard box. It's batted away. Now Salas tries to come down with it and finally sends it out wide to Korleski. And Korleski sends it forward. That's going to be Lara once again. Lara sends in a shot. A nice save that time by the goalkeeper, Keith Murphy. And that ball's going to deflect over the inline. A corner kick now for FC Dallas, but that was the best chance on goal thus far.
Yeah, definitely a great play by Murphy to parry the ball off to his right side.
You see Lara there taking his shot, but just a great job by Keith Murphy to make the save. And now a dangerous corner kick. They're not out of danger yet. Fullerton isn't.
Brightly colored hair, can't miss the keeper.
Far side, they send that to the near post area. That's too short. It's going to bounce back out to Benitez. Benitez tries to send it back into the box. He can't. Now it's going to be Volkert trying to send it in. He loses control. Now Fullerton trying to attack. They use Munoz on the near side. Munoz tries to send it forward. As the regular time here in the first half is nearly over. Shouldn't be much stoppage time to play. Probably around a minute or two.
But definitely an evenly matched first half, and the score definitely reflects that. And both teams had some opportunities, and just nothing that materialized.
Fight for it in the middle of the field. Bodies flying everywhere right there, trying to get control of it. No one ever does, and now they're going to award the throw-in to FC Dallas.
Good physical, legal play, shoulder to shoulder, just fighting for the ball.
Throw goes down the line and then makes its way back to Bradford. Now FC Dallas just passing around the back. Regular time is through. The 35 minutes have been played. We're into stoppage time now in the first half. Score is still tied 0-0 between FC Dallas Premier and the Fullerton Rangers in this U14 championship game.
And you don't want to give up anything here at the end of the first half. You want to have a good, positive end of the half going into the locker room.
I mean, who would you say would have the momentum after this first half, or is it just completely even?
It's just completely even, in my opinion. Both teams very strong in the midfield. Pineda's very strong.
Foul's going to be called that time on Fullerton. That was McKinney over there drawing the foul for FC Dallas. And one last chance to get a goal before the first half ends, as we look at the replay right here. As you can see, that was McKinney trying to take that step inside and just got his back foot pulled out from under him. And now danger for Fullerton as FC Dallas is about to send in this free kick from distance, but still not too far away. Win at their back. That one's a good one, but a good job by Murphy coming out to make the save.
Referee running on to make sure that the keeper is okay. He has, that's his area, and he can do just about what he wants there.
A good pump by Murphy, and that's going to do it for the first half here at Pizza Hut Park in Frisco, Texas. After the first half, it's going to be FC Dallas Premier 0 and the Fullerton Rangers 0. Once again, this is the U14 Championship and the Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup 32 on the Texas channel. We'll be right back with the second half.
I love watching football. That's why I don't have satellite. You get a big storm, their signal can go out. You know what that's like?
So I have a hard time trusting. You know, I used to have dreams, and now I have shells of dreams.
Get Time Warner Cable.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
Men need football in any weather. Satellite doesn't get that. Time Warner Cable does.
They call us nerds, geeks, dorks. We get picked on, made fun of.
We aren't popular.
But it doesn't matter. We know how computers work. We like math.
And technology.
We're curious.
We're building rockets. We're figuring out the future.
Want to know what we see out there? Someday. Someday.
Someday, you'll be working for me.
For me. For me. You'll work for me.
The future of our nation and our children depends on math, science, and technology. Visit connectamillionminds.com to find out what you can do.
Pendleton Roundup, Sunday nights on the Texas channel.
There's a lot of people out there. I don't know if I can do this.
Can't do this? You didn't say can't when you finished the triathlon.
No.
You didn't say can't when you saved those whales.
No.
And you didn't say can't when they made you CFO.
I can do this.
Now go out and crush them, baby.
Connect from anywhere with 4G mobile internet. At Time Warner Cable, we're moving technology forward.
I'm not supposed to be in here.
To bring you back to your support system.
And welcome back to Pizza Hut Park here in Frisco, Texas for the U14 Championship game between the Fullerton Rangers and the FC Dallas Premier. The first half, both teams were very evenly matched going into halftime. Both of them had their own chances. As we look at the stats here,
Very, like you said, very evenly matched. 5 shots apiece on the shots on goal. FC Dallas 3 compared to 2 for Fullerton. Fullerton keeper had to make a couple more saves. Corner kicks just about even, 1 more for Fullerton. Fouls even, 1 yellow card for a pretty hard tackle for FC Dallas, but pretty evenly matched throughout this first half, and it'd be very interesting to see how the second half develops.
and let's look at some of those first half highlights. You see right here, there's Dylan Smith sending in that shot and a nice save by Joseph Flores. That was a high one sent in by Fullerton. You see the Fullerton keeper right there making a couple of plays, and really this is how the whole half went. Both teams would get their chances. You see there, Rolando Munez came in late in that first half, made a difference for Fullerton, got a couple of shots on, but really it's just all plays like this where they're getting close but no really results coming from them.
A lot of positive play from the keepers, and on the FC Dallas side, they're making a change. That Sawyer Williams is going to come into goal for Joseph Flores to start the second half.
Interesting move. Joseph Flores had a very good first half, in my opinion, for FC Dallas Premier, but I'm sure they're just trying to spread the playing time around in this championship game, so it will be Sawyer Williams.
That, or maybe Sawyer Williams just a little bit taller, be able to deal with the shots that are going to have a little bit of wind behind them.
It's a good point, as Fullerton will have the wind at their back this half. FC Dallas will have to be going into the wind as they try to change fields. Heel early, looking for Lara on that near side. Nearly a bad pass, but was able to recover, FC Dallas was. Now fighting for the ball, that's Gonzalez for FC Dallas. He was going up against Juan Rena, who came into the game for Fullerton to start the second half. Again, a little cat and mouse game on the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for FC Dallas Premier. Trying to make a turn is Maida, who's also came into the second half. for the first time for FC Dallas. This ball makes its way back to Lara. Going around now, Benitez trying to get a foot on it. He just sends it back out wide. Now FC Dallas in the full attack. And that one's going to roll over the end line. It's going to give a corner kick to FC Dallas, though. Going over to take is going to be Weston McKinney, number 14.
Like a good play developing there offensively, but the defender for Fullerton putting a stop to that.
Second corner kick of the game for FC Dallas. Both teams will now have 2. This one goes into the near post. A header, that one's going to miss wide. What a good run that time by Jose Benitez, it looks like. Was able to get his head on, just couldn't finish the play.
That was a great service in there by McKinney on the corner kick, and good job to get a head on it, but just wide right of the goal.
And a dangerous play, almost our first score of the game, but instead, FC Dallas is on the defense now as Fullerton has a run. That's Castro making the run, number 11. He has a size advantage, wasn't able to use it there though, as now FC Dallas is going the other way with it. That one will be touched off of Fullerton, throwing for FC Dallas.
FC Dallas definitely has had the bulk of the opportunities that were a little bit more trickier for keeper to have to play with.
In that first half, it was Keith Murphy coming up big a couple times for Fullerton. He's been very aggressive in goal, which has kept the score 0-0. On the other side, Fullerton's had maybe 1 or 2 good chances, but nothing really on net to talk about.
That's what they always say about a keeper is minutes of boredom with seconds of sheer terror every now and then.
And now this one could be dangerous as Murphy has to get rid of it fast, and he does without any problem. Sends it way into the FC Dallas zone. Fullerton's going to be able to regain possession on the far side. Cutting back in, they find number 12, Ricardo Ruiz, and he's going to sit inside the 18-yard box. They have 2 players there, but none of them are able to touch it, and it's going to go harmlessly to Sawyer Williams. You'd have to think that at some point here, Fullerton's going to start trying to test Williams, right?
Absolutely, especially with the wind at their back. And, you know, we can keep talking about the wind all day long because it's going to be a factor.
In that first half, it was Munoz, Rolando Munoz, number 19 for Fullerton, who made a couple long-distance shots with a little bit of accuracy. You'd have to think with the wind behind him now, he's definitely going to be letting that ball fly.
Yeah, like I always say, just doesn't hurt to try. Test the keeper a little bit, especially Williams, new in goal for the second half.
Reyna now has it on the near side. He's making a good run, made it through almost a whole defense, and he's going to give it up, and that's going to unfortunately be a goal kick to FC Dallas. So a good run that time by Reyna, just not able to do anything with it. As you see Williams right there, who is new to FC Dallas' second half. Is fought for in the midfield. Both teams have very impressive midfield so far in this game. As that ball goes forward, they find Diaz. Diaz is going to try to get off the shot with the left, and he's going to sit to the far post, and it's off the bar. Coming up to try to get a rebound, Ruiz. He's not able to chase it down. McKinnon tries to send it out of bounds. He's not able to. It's going to be a throw-in now for Fullerton.
Great play by Diaz. Had it on his right foot, cut back into the center of the box, and you're going to see here, put it on net with his left foot, just parries off the post.
And that's how close this game was to being 1-0, but it will remain 0-0 in the 41st minute of the game, and now a foul is going to be called on FC Dallas players. Some looks are exchanged, and the referee telling, looked like Gonzalez to think a little bit before making those fouls. She was pointing to her head. Once again, the referee, Jennifer Jones. She's done a very good job this game, keeping the teams. Letting them play physical, only called 1 foul apiece in the first half, but making sure everything is still under control. This is Benitez in the middle for FC Dallas. He's going to lose control of it. Now Pineda. Near side, there's Ruiz. Ruiz trying to get a cross in. Has 2 defenders on him, having trouble getting a look, and that one's going to be poked out of bounds. They're going to call that one off of Fullerton. That one looked kind of questionable. Either way, it's going to be FC Dallas throw.
No, it looked like right at the last second it did deflect off of FC Dallas, so I think that was the right call.
Pineda, he's trying to weave through the defense, is not able to, is going to be taken away. Now McKinney, he tries to send it forward, gives it right back to Fullerton, and Fullerton almost makes a mistake and lets it go out of bounds, but Ruiz saves it. Now back to the middle of the field, Vera. Vera tries to send in a left-footed shot, and it's going to deflect off of him and go out of bounds, rather, for a goal kick. So it looked like a promising touch that time for Vera, but wasn't able to get the left foot on the mark. So Williams will have another goal kick.
Ball looked like it was bouncing a little bit funny when he struck it, so didn't really get a good strong kick on it like he probably would have.
The goal kick stays in FC Dallas half, but good play on that far side by Bradford to get around the corner. Now FC Dallas is on the attack. Go across the middle, that's Maida. Maida can't do anything with it. He was looking on that far side trying to find someone, I believe Volkirk. Wasn't able to, and now Fullerton has a chance on that far side. Coming across the middle, now they're going to send it forward. They had a player running and not able to get to him. That was Jorge Castro making the run. Castro not able to get there though, and FC Dallas has it once again.
That was good service from Munoz to Castro, and just a good play by Williams to take charge back there and get the ball.
In a game like this where the midfields are really dominating, how is someone going to get the goals? Is it going to be off a set piece or?
It's, you got to look at the mental errors. Make sure that you're playing strong defense and, not losing track of the guy that you're marking.
Foul's going to be called on FC Dallas. Quick restart by Fullerton on the near side is going to be Reyna. Reyna taking it all the way down, trying to cross into the middle, is going to be cleared by the FC Dallas defenders. That was Korletzky coming in to clear it. Now middle of the field. Pineda, he was going to take a shot. He passes it off though. Comes back to Ruiz. Ruiz trying to play it out wide. Reyna, he's not being able to make it to him though, and it goes right back to Pineda. Pineda sending across the field. Abdallah trying to make it in, tries to go to the center. A good hard battle for that ball. That was Rachowski challenging him on that far side. Still a battle, and finally he's going to make it out to Rachowski on that far side. He's going to make it back into the inside. There's Meta. Meta has an attack going. He has number 5, Korletzky. Or I'm sorry, that's number 9, Amaro up front for him in FC Dallas. Not able to get to him. A good defensive play by Fullerton. And now a penalty will be called on Fullerton as the FC Dallas player is still down the ground. And a yellow card is now given. That was number 8, Andres Lemus. You see the foul right there. Play will come on further, and there's the foul that the yellow card is going to be called on.
Lemus just went in with his studs up, and that's a potential injury hazard right there if you do that. The referee brandished the yellow card for that.
So FC Dallas Premier with the chance here with the free kick. They send it into the 18-yard box, try to head it on. They can't. It's going to go back out. Sent in once again, and the goalkeeper for Fullerton comes up, and that was Keith Murphy making a nice play on that ball. See Murphy with the blue mohawk to match his team's colors. That one's going to deflect off of FC Dallas. Will be a throw-in for Fullerton. 46th minute of this game of the U14 championship game at Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup number 32. Fullerton Rangers versus the FC Dallas Premier. As a substitution is going to be taking place for Fullerton is going to be Dylan Smith coming back into the game. He was one of their starters.
And Smith was very strong up in front, creating a little bit of havoc in front of the goal mouth. Had a couple of opportunities, and as the phrase of the day goes, just nothing's going in.
Alexis Diaz coming out of the game for Fullerton to make room. And a goal kick now to FC Dallas.
16 minutes into the second half, and the game's just basically continuing the back and forth midfield action that we saw in the first half. A couple of opportunities here and there, but nothing that materialized other than Fullerton having a shot off the post.
That was Ricardo Ruiz who had that shot off the post for Fullerton. And now a chance for FC Dallas as that's Gonzalez up front trying to fight for the ball. He can't win it. It's going to go back to McKinney. McKinney gives it back to Gonzalez, now across the middle of the field. Find Lara. Lara trying to do something with it, and a scuffle in the middle for the ball. And it's going to be Fullerton who comes away with it. And now they're on the counterattack. They look out wide to Jorge Castro near side, and they're going to call a foul. Referee calls a foul way back in the field of play. I guess she was waiting to see whether or not Fullerton had the advantage. She said no.
Exactly, that was an advantage call, and when it turned out that Fullerton was not going to gain possession before the ball went out of bounds, she blew the whistle, and rightfully so, awards Fullerton a free kick in the attacking third of their offense.
Andres Lemus over the ball. Joining him is going to be Ronaldo Pineda. Now a third player is on his way over, and Pineda is going to step away from the group. The new player was Ronaldo Munoz, who's had a very solid game since being a replacement early in the first half. Munoz is going to run over. It's going to be sent in by Lemus. It's a near side ball that stayed low. No real chance of a score there as Williams picks it up easily and redistributes it out on the far side. Now Smith for Fullerton going up the far side on the attack. He makes it all the way to a corner, showing some good speed. Tries to cut in towards 18-yard box. He's going to be taken down, but not before the ball goes over the touchline. They're going to call it a goal kick. FC Dallas still has a player down as you look at the replay. A good foot race by Dylan. Just lost out, chasing him, like Sanders Bradford. And he was the one slow to get up. He walks away limping, appears to be fine though.
Good defensive play though. Gave as good as he got, because Smith was doing a little pushing, a little shoulder action, and it was just right that Bradford stood his ground.
At the next available time, it looks like Emergi Pineda is going to be coming back into this game for Fullerton, number 10. He's one of their captains and started as FC Dallas had a dangerous run. They were not able to do anything with it though. It's going to go over the inline for a goal kick, Fullerton.
Pineda, one of their top players, U14 national team call-up recently, and has played a good part in the first half in the Fullerton attack.
So the substitution is made. I think it'll be a goal kick for Fullerton. Makes it just past midfield, and now a good touch is going to make it up to Castro. Castro has some room to run. Wasn't able to make it there as Sergio Lara, the defender for FC Dallas, came in and made a good play to knock it away. FC Dallas trying to build now on the far side. Attack doesn't last long. It's taken away. Pineda now has it. Just came back into the game. Now out wide. Near side. They send it up the field. Looking once again for Jorge Castro. Weren't able to get it to him though. It'll be a throw in for FC Dallas.
A lot of these players just not as fleet of foot as they were early in this half and early in the first half. The energy is definitely being sapped as we get later into this game.
And here's a good chance for FC Dallas. That's Ramirez making the run. Ramirez was inside the 18-yard box, but had it poked away.
That was a great play by Lemus to slide tackle that ball as it got through.
So you look at the replay right here. That is Lemus coming in. Still going to be a throw-in for FC Dallas deep in the Fullerton zone, but it looked like it was going to be really dangerous with Ramirez running down the center of the field there for a second.
Yeah, no matter what you do, you just get out of the center of the field, away from the goal. If that means you give up a corner kick or a throw-in, so be it. Just don't let that ball get in the net.
Substitution is going to be made. Miguel Ojeda is going to be returning to the game for FC Dallas. He was one of the original starters.
It's like Rachowski coming out of the game.
And a good, dangerous cross that time, but it's going to be flipped away by the goalkeeper, Keith Murphy. Good job. Now, once again, it's going back in. It's going to be headed out, then cleared out by the back line for Fullerton. Throw-in now for FC Dallas, and this is still a dangerous play for them.
Great play by Murphy. You know, he couldn't get both hands on it, so just push it up and make an attempt to keep the ball out of the net.
See the replay there. It didn't look like it was meant to be a shot. Looked like it was just a cross that happened to drift towards the goal.
Absolutely, just great goalkeeping there on both sides.
This pass is going to be intercepted in the middle of the field by Pineda. Now they give it back to Pineda near side with his red shoes. Across the middle, there's Lemus. Lemus gets it out to the far side now. Now this could be dangerous for Fullerton as they send it in. They have two players in the box. Neither of them were able to get to it. It was Dylan Smith along with Jorge Castro in the box. Neither of them were able to touch it. Now penalty's going to be called. Penalty's going to be called on Fullerton, so it'll be a free kick to FC Dallas.
Yeah, Smith came in and you know, tried to make an attempt on the ball, but kind of came from behind. So the referee doing what she can to keep any harmful fouls like that from happening.
Well, even though it's 0-0 here in the 54th minute, both of these teams have the ability to score and score a lot. In their semifinal games, FC Dallas Premier beat Oklahoma FC 3-0, and Fullerton beat Andromeda White 3-0 as well.
Yeah, these teams can put it in the back of the net, but they're very evenly matched, so it's not as easy as in the earlier games.
Pineda trying to send that one for Smith. He wasn't able to get. Now it goes to Ronaldo Pineda. He tries to do something with it. He tries to pass it up to Castro. Castro now back, sends it to Munoz. Munoz sends it in from distance. It hits the wall though. Now back to the near side. Pineda. He makes a nice turn, gets into the 18-yard box. He's still going, has some room, sends it across the middle. There's Dylan Smith, and he's missed it. Dylan Smith had a nice position in the middle of that box and just can't put it on net. It'll be a goal kick now for FC Dallas as we look at the replay.
Great play by Pineda, cuts the ball back. Smith just not sure what he's thinking there. He just leaned back a little bit too much and put the ball over the net. It's those mental lapses as you go forward into the end of this game that you know, you don't have a plethora of opportunities like that, so you got to take advantage of when you have it.
That's the second good chance that Fullerton has had in this half. The first one was Ricardo Ruiz when he hit one off of the left crossbar earlier in this half, and then that time, a great job by Dylan Smith, and you know he would like to have that one back. FC Dallas playing amongst their midfield right now. Now they push it back. There's Lara. He's going to send it forward. There's people in the box. They have numbers. It's going to go to the far side. That's number 9, Amaro. He didn't have a chance at a shot. Trying to save it and save the possession, FC Dallas is. Now they're going to go back across the middle. There's Benitez. Benitez makes a nice turn. He's going to send in a shot from distance that's going to miss wide and be caught by Keith Murphy.
Amaro was unfortunate there that I'm not sure if he realized that he had another player behind him. Should have probably just let that ball bounce over to his fellow striker up front there. Could have had a better opportunity at goal.
So in the past couple of minutes, a flurries of chances, no results. So this is still 0-0 here in the U14 championship game of Dallas Cup 32. Now near side, Pineda. Pineda is going to be forced out of bounds. Possession will stay with Fullerton, however. And a substitution set to take place is going to be number 8, Robert Coronado, coming back into the game for Fullerton.
Substitution in the 57th minute for the Fullerton Rangers. Entering the match, number 8, Robert Coronado.
Coronado in, Ronaldo Pineda out as we get to just about 13 minutes left in this game.
Pineda now making his move inside the box. This is the second time in a row he's been able to do that. He has that one swiped away from him, though. Rinya tried to come up with it. He couldn't. Now a hard tackle. No foul calls still. 2 players fighting for it, and finally the penalty will be called, and they're going to call that one on FC Dallas. Fullerton free kick from a very dangerous spot.
Laura, you saw there's a couple times there. He, instead of using his body and moving over the ball a little bit more, he just stuck his leg out once right there, and then you're going to see the call right here. Just sticks the leg out. He's making an attempt on the ball, but he's just really impeding more of the play.
Pineda standing over the ball, along with Munoz.
I think you're going to look to Munoz to take this kick here.
Munoz runs over. Pineda sends it in. It's not a great one. Deflects off the wall. Dylan Smith has it in the box. He tries to do a bicycle kick. He can't get a good foot on. Now it's back out at the top of the key. That's Abdallah. He tries to make a move inside the box. He can't, and that one's going to go way back out, almost to midfield. Now FC Dallas has a good attack going. That's Gonzalez, number 6. He has numbers on the far side as well if he can cross it. Now he does. And FC Dallas, they shoot it and they just miss high. What a chance that time for FC Dallas to get the goal. And it's just going to miss just barely high, taking the shot that time. It looked to be, and there you see just how close of a shot that was. It looked to be number 22, Christian Ramirez, taking the shot.
And again, like Smith down at the Fullerton zone, I'm sure Ramirez would love to have that one back again.
Just a great combination of passes that time for FC Dallas Premier. They would have loved to be able to get a goal out of that, though.
It was a great job to start it by Ricardo Gonzalez, bringing the ball down the right side. They had numbers. FC Dallas had both right in the center and on the left side, and Ramirez just couldn't convert there.
FC Dallas still trying to get something going. That one's going to go into touch, so it'll be Fullerton ball. So after about 45 minutes of not many chances, in the past 5 minutes or so, there's been really just a lot of chances in a row.
Absolutely, and early on the chances were fewer and far between, but now they're coming left and right. And when you're not taking advantage of them as you get later into the game, you can really kick yourself for not really converting those, because you never know when you're not going to have a further opportunity to convert that.
It also seems like both teams are maybe slipping up a little bit every now and then and making some mistakes that are opening up the gaps. As this one's going to send in by Salas. Salas has a player in the box. He couldn't handle it though on the first time. It's going to go back out to Benitez. He sends it out wide to the far side. Now this ball's going to go back into the box. There's players there, but no one can get to it. The closest one was Christian Ramirez, number 22 for FC Dallas. But it's Murphy, the goalkeeper for Fullerton, making the nice play.
Well, so far, if you ask me, Murphy's the man of the match for Fullerton. Just very strong goalkeeping. Has parried away a couple of shots that FC Dallas has had, and just has been very strong back there in defense for Fullerton.
On the near side, Fullerton was trying to get something going. That was Abdallah looking for Pineda. The pass wasn't able to be completed. Now Fullerton's going to make a couple of changes. Ricardo Ruiz, number 12, is going to be coming back into the game, along with number 12, Carlos Troncosco.
Re-entering the match, number 12, Ricardo Ruiz. And number 15, Carlos
Troncosco right there. Number 15 coming back into the game. He was one of the starters along with Ricardo Ruiz, so 2 starters coming back into the game. We're in the 61st minute, about to be the 62nd minute of this match. Remember, 2:35-minute halves, so 70 minutes total. So about 10 minutes left to see if someone can get a goal. If no one does, we'll go to 2 10-minute overtime periods, followed by a shootout that follow FIFA rules, as they had a player FC Dallas. They're looking for Wanamaro, couldn't quite get it to him. If they would have had that pass a little bit higher, it would have been a great, great chance for FC Dallas. Adrian Vera, he's going to drop it back to Coronado. Just trying to get something going, and now FC Dallas has another breakaway going on the counterattack. Look in the middle, they find Ramirez. Ramirez had a player on the near side. Gonzalez wasn't able to get it to him, though.
Kind of had to pull up because they really didn't have numbers. It was about 2 on 5 there for FC Dallas, so it's a smart play. Pull it back and, reevaluate.
Turnover now. There's Jorge Castro taking the ball away. He tries to find Dylan Smith in the middle. Smith is able to control it. He tries to turn. Nowhere to go right now, so he's going to drop it off. Or it looked like he was going to drop it off to Pineda. He's asking his players to do something now. Finally gets to Pineda. Back to Smith. A good one, give and go. In the corner now, and that one's going to go out of bounds off of FC Dallas. So a throw in now for Fullerton deep in the FC Dallas zone in the 63rd minute. Pineda will take the throw. Finds Castro. Castro makes a good move on the inside, getting close to the 6-yard box, keeps it in play, centers it, and a good job clearing that one by the FC Dallas defender that time.
Right across the goal mouth for Castro, and they really weren't putting a body on him. If it's kind of tough in the goal area, especially in the box, to really be physical, because you just worry about a penalty being given. But they would really just let him go through unabated.
2 substitutions. The first one for FC Dallas is going to be Cody Korleski coming into the game. For Fullerton is going to be number 16, Ronaldo Pineda, making his way back into the game. So both of the Pineda brothers will be out on the field at the same time.
Ronaldo Pineda.
It's going to be a throw-in for Fullerton. A long throw as it makes its way into the 18-yard box, nearly into the 6-yard box. A very good throw. Castro was there. He wasn't able to do anything with it. Now another shot's fired in. Castro's chasing, but it's going to roll over the inline. So a goal kick to FC Dallas. No, actually they're going to say deflected, and a corner has been given now to Fullerton. So a great chance here in the 64th minute to get a goal.
These set plays, they're dangerous, especially this late in the game. You got to hope for no mental mistakes.
Ball sent in, far side. Castro was there, couldn't quite get to it. Now he's going to try to make another play for it. Still can't get to it. Pineda stepped in. He couldn't get to it. FC Dallas is going clear. They have Christian Ramirez. He's making a run. They had to look like a chance for a breakaway. Now foul's going to be called.
It wasn't intentional, but it really is a smart foul that Billy Abdullah had given up there. It allows his defense to come back and assist a little bit more.
It definitely looked like FC Dallas would have the break there. Instead, they have to restart it, and the defense has a chance to get set. They try to play through the middle with Jose Benitez. Now Benitez has it once again, trying to go through the middle. The defense comes up, steps in between the pass. FC Dallas is able to get possession back, though. Ocampo sends that one forward. Ocampo has a couple of guys there, and he still does if that one doesn't go over the end line. But it does, so it will be a goal kick to Fullerton. It looked like for a second a good chance would show itself for FC Dallas. Have another substitution for Fullerton in this game. Barajas, number 5, coming back into the game. Coming out will be Dylan Smith. Smith was a starter. Showed flashes, had a couple of opportunities. He had one on his left foot right in front of a near empty goal that he wasn't able to make very good contact with. Other than that, not much out of him in this one. Now FC Dallas tries to get into attack. Trying to pass it back, looking for Ricardo Gonzalez. Wasn't able to complete the pass, so it'll roll out of touch. So possession now to Fullerton. And you can see both teams picking up their urgencies, trying to get the goal late. That one goes across the middle. They were looking for Barajas. He wasn't able to do anything with it. Now to the far side, Abdallah. Abdallah sends it across the middle. Still no one can really possess it. Now to the near side, Pinata. This could be dangerous as Pinata tries to cut to the inside. It's going to deflect off the FC Dallas player. Fullerton wants a handball, and in the end, they're going to give a goal kick to FC Dallas. There was a lot of contact down there. It wasn't really clear who touched it last or if it may have touched a hand. Either way, the result is a goal kick for FC Dallas as we're into the 67th minute. And it starts to look more and more like this could be the second consecutive game today that goes into overtime, as the first one, the U13 championship, went to overtime, as well as Nomads Academy were able to defeat Houstonians FC by a score of 5-2 in overtime. This one's going to be sent up. It could be dangerous. Juan Amaro over it. He's cutting back inside. He sends it across. It's going to be tried to be picked up by Murphy. He can't control it. Goes to a corner kick now to FC Dallas.
That was a good play by Amaro, just to, make sure the keeper was awake back there. Saw that he was going for a near post, but Murphy wasn't having any of that.
Taking the shot is going to be Jose Benitez. Number 7, he's been very active for FC Dallas. It's going to be the third corner kick. Each team has had 3. Now as it goes to the far side, they have numbers. No one could get a good head on it. It's going to be Abdallah who clears it out to the middle. FC Dallas, their back line regains control, send it forward. A good ball to the corner. Chasing it is going to be Benitez. If he can make it, he does. Tries to make the turn. A lot of physical play, but no foul called. That one's going to roll into touch off of McKinney. So Fullerton gets a quick throw in. There's Barajas in the middle of the field. Barajas gives way to Pineda. And now a penalty is going to be called on FC Dallas, so a free kick here late.
As Fullerton sets up, I'll just let you know that we can follow the Dallas Cup on Twitter or become a fan on Facebook. Go to twitter.com/Dallas Cup to become a follower. Also to become a fan at facebook.com/Dallas Cup. You can also keep up with the standings and results by going to dallascup.com and click on Tournament.
So in the closing minutes of regular time here in the U14 championship, Fullerton has a great opportunity as they have a free kick. It's going to be Pineda. He sends it in and gets over the wall. It's on net. It just misses high. What a try that time by Pineda from distance. Just went straight at the goalkeeper, Sawyer Williams. He makes an attempt at, but in the end, the ball was over the crossbar anyways.
30 yards out, and you saw that that shot just kind of kept rising as it was going on net. A little swerve on it as well.
So a goal kick for FC Dallas, as we are about 30 seconds away from the end of regulation. There will be stoppage time. It doesn't seem like there would be much, as not many injuries have taken place and really not many substitutions, period. Pineda has it. He goes across the middle to his brother Pineda. Takes a touch inside of the shot, and it's going to be saved by Williams. Sawyer Williams just saved the game for FC Dallas in the last 30 seconds of regular time.
FC Dallas was just standing there looking at Pineda as he made his way into the box.
Another chance. Pineda's in the box. Is going to make its way to Castro now. Castro looking for something too. He turns and shoots, and he had too much weight on his back foot, and it misses high. So we are done with regular time now. We're into stoppage time. We'll be followed by extra time if no one can score. But late, it was Fullerton giving it all it had to try to get a score before going to extra time. And what can be said about Sawyer Williams right now? Comes into the second half to replace Joseph Flores. And right there makes a great diving save to his left to make this game stay at 0-0.
All the keepers that have played in this game today have been top-notch.
Pineda now getting close to the 18-yard box, tries to find Castro. Castro can't handle it. Now FC Dallas tries to move it forward. FC Dallas can get a run going here late if he can make it, and he does. That's number 9, Amaro, trying to make a run. He has to kick away from him into touch. It'll be a throw into FC Dallas. Korleski with the throw-in.
Referee looks about to blow her whistle.
And that will do it. So regulation is over here at Dallas Cup number 32 as FC Dallas Premier and Fullerton Rangers are still tied 0-0 at the end of regulation.
Exciting match, and just to let you know that after this match airs on the Texas channel, it'll be available for 90 days on Time Warner Cable Video on demand, a free service to all Time Warner digital cable customers. To watch a match on Time Warner Cable Video on demand in the Dallas area, go to channel 656, select the TWC Sports folder, and then the 2011 Dallas Cup folder, and pick your match. If you're outside of Dallas area, go to the Cup Amateur Sports folder, and then to the 2011 Dallas Cup folder, and then pick your match, which I'd have to say, Sam, this is a good one to go back and rewatch again.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams have been playing very good so far. They're not only playing well, but they're using good style to do it. As you see right there, 0-0 one more time. We're going to take a quick break real quick, and we'll be right back with the end of this game at Dallas Cup 32.
Welcome to Inside Texas Golf, your inside look at what makes golf so special in the Lone Star State. I'm Jeff Power.
And I'm Jimmy Ratliff.
On Inside Texas Golf, you'll hear from PGA professionals, get a look at the most beautiful courses around the state, get some helpful golf tips to strengthen your game, and so much more. Inside Texas Golf, airing weekends on Time Warner Cable, the Texas channel.
Did you know that the average American home has 2.93 TVs? That's an average. If you have a really big house, maybe you got 5. If you're a rock star, you got 15. The point is, with Time Warner Digital Cable, you can watch HD on all of them at the same time. But with AT&T, you're out of luck. They can't handle HD for all those TVs. Sometimes they can't even handle 2. Rock stars have more TVs than that in their bathroom. Could have been a rock star. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
HD on all your TVs. AT&T doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does.
Welcome back to Pizza Hut Park here in Frisco, Texas for the U14 championship game of Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup 32. The Fullerton Rangers and FC Dallas Premier just got done playing 70 minutes of regular time and no one was able to score. Fullerton had a lot of good chances late, but FC Dallas showed a lot of dominance at times too.
Actually, I thought Fullerton was going to put one in there towards the end of the match. There's a couple times that you had individuals like Castro and Ronaldo Pineda that just went unabated into the box and was able to pass off. On one occasion, Dylan Smith put the ball over the net, and another instance that the ball was played off the post. So a couple of good opportunities for Fullerton. Not as many for FC Dallas, but definitely a back and forth match within this midfield. Good physical play, good positive play. You definitely see the skill set of these players here. They deserve to be where they are today in this championship game.
Just to let y'all know the rules of this overtime period, there will be 2 10-minute periods. It's not going to be golden goals, so if someone scores, you still have to play the rest of the overtime period. At the end of those 2 10-minute periods, if it's still tied, then it's going to go to a shootout that's going to be regulated by FIFA rules. So it's going to be the normal shootout that people are used to seeing if they watch maybe MLS or UEFA Cup or any of those.
It's definitely an exciting time, but you hate to see a match being decided by penalty kicks. I will say I've never been a fan of a penalty kick finish to a game, but I know people enjoy it. It's very dramatic. And I know in the under-15 semifinals yesterday, FC Dallas, which we're going to be seeing in the championship game a little bit later, their keeper saved 3 penalty kicks and allowed them to go on to victory, and we'll see them soon in the under-15 championship.
Well, both teams getting set to go back out there for this one. They both had strong runs through the group play. They both made it out 5-0. FC Dallas made it out of bracket E. They had 13 goals for them and only 3 against. On the other side, the Fullerton Rangers made it out of bracket B, and they had 19 goals for it, only 2 against. To get here to this championship game, the Fullerton Rangers defeated the Lone Star Pre-USSF Academy 4-2, and then they followed that up with a 3-0 win over Andromeda SC White. The Dallas FC Dallas Premier had a 2-0 victory over the Dallas Texans Red, and then followed that one up with a 3-0 lead over Oklahoma FC in the quarterfinals. Semifinals.
It's just kind of curious to see who is going to be in goal for FC Dallas coming for this first period of extra time. Sawyer Williams played very strong in the second half, but Joseph Flores played strong in the first half. So it'll be interesting to see who steps out onto the pitch for this first period of extra time.
Both goalkeepers still standing at the sideline, not giving anything away, and it's going to be Sawyer Williams running out there. And really, that seems like that would be the good choice, because it's because of his save in that final minute of regulation that we're even in this overtime right now.
Absolutely, but if you want to have Flores in goal for the penalty shootout, if it comes to that, he needs to be on the field at the end of the second period of extra time.
So a lot of things to think about as this overtime, or extra time period rather, is about to get started.
Both coaches yelling instructions to their players, getting them set in the position and formations that they want to see.
FC Dallas will go from right to left in this first overtime period. That's the side that's really favored scoring so far today, as the wind is behind them.
FC Dallas looks like they're playing a 4-5-1 formation with a lone striker, Moro, up at the top acting as a target man.
Once again, this is the second game in a row now on Championship Saturday to make it to overtime. The Nomads Academy defeated Houstonians FC Red 5-2 in extra time in the first game today in the U13 bracket. Now here in the U14 bracket, we have overtime once again. FC Dallas wasting no time as they're trying to get Benitez inside the 18-yard box. He has that one taken away from him, though, and is going to be going the other way now with Fullerton. Fullerton gives it to Smith. Smith has it taken away from him, and FC Dallas tries to control it on the far side. They give it up quickly, though, as well. That was Lemus. He's going to send it across the middle. He finds Barajas. Barajas trying to make a move. He gets turned around. He keeps control of the ball, though. And finally, a penalty is going to be called. It's going to go on Barajas, so it'll be a free kick for FC Dallas Premier.
And like we talked about earlier, you just don't want to give up any mental mistakes, especially in this extra time. You have a finite amount, 20 minutes, so you don't want to do anything dumb that leads to the other team having a scoring opportunity.
At this point of the game, as that ball rolls harmlessly to Sawyer Williams, how much would you say that fatigue is making an impact on these players?
I think very much so, because you have a humid environment. You have players that have been out there running back and forth up and down the field for the entire game. There's been substitutions, but this is a championship game. You don't have any games after this, so you give everything that you have, and that's going to ultimately lead to fatigue and in this type of environment, some cramping as we go along, I'm sure.
FC Dallas with the throw-in. They were looking for Amaro, couldn't quite make it to him. Now a fight at the 18-yard box for the ball. Referee will call the whistle, and it's going to be a penalty on FC Dallas, so a free kick will go to the Fullerton Rangers.
Yeah, it's going to be, you'll see here, going to be a slide. That looked like it was Benitez that kind of came in with a slide with cleats up a little bit.
The referee wasn't happy with Fullerton's restart, partly because there's a sub that's about to come in, and it's going to be number 9, Alexis Diaz, returning to the game. He was a second half substitution for Fullerton, then went out in that same second half before making his return now in extra time. FC Dallas has it in a good position, couldn't ever get control of it. It's going to be turned upfield by Ruiz. Ruiz passes it on to Pineda. Pineda looks up the line, tries to find Diaz. Diaz finally does come back and gets it, tries to turn up the long side of the line. Instead, it's going to be knocked out bounds, throw into Fullerton. Now Fullerton has a chance as they're getting close to the box. There's Diaz with the ball. Diaz centers it. There's Pineda. Pineda shoots and it's going to be too high.
Ball didn't seem like it settled right for Pineda. It was looking like it was bouncing a little bit, and he also leaned back a little bit. So as you see this ball bouncing just a little bit too much, leans back, puts it over the net.
So another good opportunity wasted by Fullerton. It'll be a goal kick for FC Dallas and Sawyer Williams. And a good goal kick by Williams. Is being chased down by Amaro. If he can get there, it could be dangerous. And the ball is still loose. The goalkeeper came out for it, couldn't get. Now Amaro has it again. He's going to send it across, and this time it's going to be caught by Murphy.
Great job by Murphy to get back into net. He came out to try to get the ball as it came down towards him, but he was met by FC Dallas offensive player and brought off his line, but made his way back into the net and did well to readjust.
Pineda sends it out to his brother Pineda. Cuts back inside. Now out to the far side, trying to make something happen using Abdallah. Abdallah sends it in the cross. No one can get to it besides FC Dallas player, and it goes back almost to midfield. Pineda is trying to chase that one down, can't quite get to it. FC Dallas was trying to make a counterattack out of that. Instead, Fullerton taps it out of bounds. That was Abdallah who came over and got a foot on it. So throw into FC Dallas. Fullerton sends this one forward and is going to roll into touch, and a throw-in will go to FC Dallas. '76th minute of play here. Still no score. We're into extra time. About 4 minutes left in this first extra time period. Both teams have had chances in the overtime. No one's been able to really come close to converting, though. Couple good plays by both goalkeepers to keep the teams in this. There's Renato Pineda. He takes it across the middle. He's going to try to send it to the 18-yard box. It's going to be deflected by the FC Dallas defense. He'll make it all the way out to the defensive line. Now, Pineda once again getting close to the 18-yard box, tries to look for someone to pass to. The defenders are just swarming for FC Dallas, though. It makes it back to Pineda. He sends it out wide. There's Abdallah. Abdallah tries to take a cut inside, but a foul's going to be called now.
I'm not sure I agree with that. I would have played a little bit more advantage for Fullerton, but the referee was down there on the field. She made her call, so Fullerton's going to have a prime opportunity at the top of the box.
Saw Renato Pineda on the ground there. That's where the penalty is going to be. If you look at the replay right here, you see that both players just kind of going for the ball. It was Martin Sala on the other side. Either way, penalty kick is given, and this is very dangerous right here. And Sawyer Williams, the goalkeeper for FC Dallas, has to be aware.
I want to make sure we say free kick. People hear penalty kick, they're thinking, one-on-one with the keeper.
It's going to be taking a shot. It's going to deflect off the goalkeeper. Dylan Smith is right over. He sends it back in across. No one can touch it. Still is going to be run down by Renato Pineda. He keeps it in. Has a chance to send another cross, and he does. Players are there. No one can get their head on it. Still, Fullerton's able to get the rebound. It's Corona who sent that one in. He wasn't able to do anything with it. Still a scramble for the ball before FC Dallas finally clears, and they're out of trouble. Now FC Dallas has a chance to attack. And that attack is squelched soon. There's an FC Dallas player down. Juan Amaro. He gets up limping. You see him right there. Seems to be okay. There's going to be a throw into FC Dallas.
Again, great play by the goalkeepers on both ends. It's just really keeping this game what it is, a 0-0 tie.
That's the second game-saving save that Sawyer Williams has had to make in a row. The first one was at the end of regulation on a hard shot. That time, wasn't able to hold on to it, but still did enough to keep the ball out of the net.
That's all you got to do, just keep it out of the net.
50-50 ball is going to be won by Ronaldo Pineda. Pineda looking for Smith. Smith wasn't able to stand up to get it. Fullerton's able to stay and control the ball, though. Pineda has it once again on the near side. He lets it go to his outside. Looks like they're going to try to play on the near side. He's looking forward. He has a player in Diaz. Diaz had a run going, couldn't quite get to the ball, but Pineda recovers. Since this went back forward, looking for Smith once again. Smith can't get there. Now Diaz fights for it. In the end, FC Dallas is going to clear it. And what a play that time by Juan Amaro to backheel it over his head, trying to get it up to Christian Ramirez. Ramirez not able to make the run, though.
FC Dallas seems less inclined to control the ball and play it out of the back. They seem to be booting the ball up, trying to get the ball into Amaro's feet or Ramirez's feet, and try to get their offense going that way. But I think they should be inclined to control the ball a little bit more and keep it out of possession of Fullerton.
About a minute of time remaining in this first extra time period. There will be stoppage time added. Again, shouldn't be much like at the end of regulation, but it will be just a little bit and could be enough for someone to get a score. At the end of regulation, it was Fullerton who had a barrage of chances. FC Dallas was able to withstand that, though, and make it to the overtime period. The referee tells them to keep playing before that one finally rolls out of bounds. Throw on to FC Dallas. Stirring the ball up, there's Diaz. Diaz sends in a shot, is going to be high, though. And that will do it for the regular time. Now we're into stoppage time of this first extra time period, and there's going to be a quick substitution made by Fullerton. It's going to be number 5, Barajas, making his way back into the game.
Billy Abdullah's coming out for a quick break, and I'm sure he'll head back in before too long.
And that's going to be the end of the first extra time period. These teams are going to switch sides, maybe get a quick drink of water, and then we'll be right back here. This is the Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup 22 on the Texas channel.
At Time Warner Cable, we're trying to make your life easier. One of the ways we're doing it is with free online bill pay. It saves you time, stamps, and lets you be a little greener. Just go to My Services at TimeWarnerCable.com and click on the online bill pay button. It takes a few seconds to set up, and it's absolutely safe and secure. It's a total win-win-win situation. My name is Sashi. I'm helping you be a little more green. I am Time Warner Cable.
Turbo, the fastest internet available.
Dan! Sorry.
At Time Warner Cable, we're moving technology forward to bring you back to the band.
The Texas Channel from Time Warner Cable brings you enhanced sports and programming dedicated to Texans and the Texas lifestyle. See the best in local sports with high school and college games in Texas. We also have coaches or sports shows from UT, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, and Baylor. We'll also bring you the best in music, food, outdoors, and entertainment programs, exclusively for Time Warner digital cable customers. The Texas Channel, as big as Texas, as local as your town. Tune in to see what's going on in your part of Texas.
Welcome back to Frisco, Texas, inside Pizza Hut Park for Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup number 32. We're into the second extra time period in this U14 championship game between the Fullerton Rangers and the FC Dallas Premier.
This match is an exclusive presentation of Time Warner Cable Sports. This telecast is intended solely for Time Warner Cable customers. Any use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of Time Warner Cable Sports and the Dallas Cup Incorporated is strictly prohibited.
Been a very even game so far. Fullerton may have the advantage in shots and shots on goals, but FC Dallas has definitely held their own as well. If no one can score in this overtime period, we'll then go to a shootout.
Strategy has to come into play towards the end of this second extra time period if that is going to happen, because the players that are on the field at the end are the first ones available for that penalty shootout.
One other thing to think about is this cross goes in for Fullerton, and it's going to be a goal kick for FC Dallas. As FC Dallas has has a second goalkeeper in right now, in Sawyer Williams. Joseph Flores, number 1, started the game. You can see Williams right there. It's going to be interesting to see who they want to take the PKs, or who wants to try to save the PKs if it gets to that.
You know, if you ask me, both keepers are co-number 1s. Sawyer's performed very admirably here in the second half and in this extra time period. But, you know, if it was me, I wouldn't have any problem going back to Flores either. But, you know, Williams has been strong in the second half, and he's in the game. He's warmed up. He's ready to go.
Well, Barajas for Fullerton trying to make this thing not go to shootouts. As he goes down the far side. Now Fullerton's trying to build out of the back. They're using number 15, Troncoso. Troncoso gives it up, though, quickly. There's McKinney, who came into this game in the first half, made a lot of impact, and hasn't really been heard of since. As Gonzalez takes it down the near side, he cuts back to the middle. He had a player in the center of the 18-yard box, and Christian Ramirez just couldn't get it to him.
It's definitely a pro-Dallas crowd on their home field, their home park, so to speak.
Pizza Hut Park, the home for the MLS FC Dallas team, and this FC Dallas Premier is a feeder club for them. So it is a home game for them in multiple ways.
You know, but it's just exciting to be playing in an environment like this where you see the professional players playing in a weekly basis.
It's going to be a penalty called, so a free kick will go to Fullerton.
Going to be a high kick on Ojeda there.
Coronado is going to get it started again for Fullerton. We are in the 83rd minute here. The U14 championship game. A quick substitution is going to be Billy Abdallah going back into the game. Abdallah's had a very good game so far, playing the right defensive back. Gets up the line a lot, though, for Fullerton. It's going to be Pineda trying to make a move on the near side. This is a side that Fullerton's had a lot of success attacking. That time the penalty's going to be called on Abdallah, so a free kick goes FC Dallas.
Abdallah seemed to play the man more than the ball. But that Gonzalez went down, and FC Dallas can start going forward now with a free kick.
Restart from FC Dallas, goes to the far side of the field. Ocampos over there, tries to get control of it. Can't go into touch. Throw in for Fullerton. They're going to try to do a quick restart, looking for Pineda. Pineda tried to get up to Castro. Neither of those passes really worked out as planned, so FC Dallas has again. FC Dallas seems very okay with taking their time and trying to build it using their back players. As this one goes forward, and it could be dangerous. Ojeda was there, and a takedown by the goalkeeper on Pineda, and no penalty is called. And now they are going to... Oh, no, they're not going to give the penalty, just a goal kick. I saw the referee pointing towards the center, but she was just pointing at the goal line. I'm really surprised no penalty called there. So you see Pineda coming in, and the goalkeeper never touches the ball and just completely wipes them out.
You know, and that's a tough play there, because, you know, the goalkeeper has full intention of going after the ball. It's really not going to be their style to just go take out a player. But unfortunately with that, made contact with Pineda's knee. It looks like he's in some pretty good pain there.
The trainer is going out to check on Pineda. Good play by Sawyer Williams to come out and make sure that Pineda couldn't get to the ball after it's scooted by him. Some may argue could have been a penalty called. So you see the referee, Jennifer Jones, she's called a very good game, kept everything very even.
You know, and that's a sign of a good referee when you don't have to talk about them that often. That's a good referee.
It's number 10, Amirji Pineda on the ground.
U.S. national team under 14 player. It's not something that you want to see for any player.
It's also one of the co-captains of this game, of this team, along with Ricardo Ruiz. Looks like they're looking at that ankle area right now.
You just hope it's a knock, and just hope it's not the ankle, not the Achilles. Ankle's definitely easier to come back from than an Achilles injury.
You see the clock still running. That's because we have a continuous clock here at Dallas Cup. If you see Jimmy Buleda, the head coach for Fullerton, he's going to have to make a decision as they're bringing the board out to carry Pineda off the field.
Pineda is one of their top players, and I'm sure that, it's horrible to lose any player like this, but, especially down in this crunch time and going towards the end of extra time and penalty kicks on the horizon.
You see Pineda is in obvious discomfort with that ankle. So we hope everything is all right with him. It's unclear right now who will be coming on the field to take his place.
Looks like Dylan Smith. He's got his penny off, but he's putting it back on now. So
looks like it's going to be between Alexis Diaz and Dylan Smith. Either one of those could come on the field at this point, it looks like. It looks like Dylan Smith is going to get the call into the game. So the play ended as a goal kick for FC Dallas, so that's where we'll start off now. About 3 minutes ran off the clock during that energy. Those will all be replaced in stoppage time, as you see Dylan Smith now running back onto the field to replace Pineda. Smith gets the ball quickly. Playing out to the far side, looking for Castro. Castro making a run on it. And it's going to deflect off of the FC Dallas player. So it'll be a throw-in. Castro takes it quickly. Now they give it back to him and tries to give it a little 1-2 go with his teammate Ruiz. Didn't work out as planned though. Still a throw-in for Fullerton, and another sub's going to come in, this time for FC Dallas. It's going to be number 9, Juan Amaro, who's had a very solid game for them up front. Joining him on the field is going to be Cody Korliski.
Now I'm going to assume this is strategy on the part of Coach Francisco Molina to get his best penalty kickers.
And also a big substitution right now. Sawyer Williams going out of the game. The goalkeeper coming back in is Joseph Flores. We talked about whether or not who they want in for the PK. I guess they decided that they want Joseph Flores if they go to the PK. But right now, Fullerton has a chance, so Flores is going to be tested right when he gets in here. Long throw comes in from Adala. Gets into the nearly 6-yard box. Is going to be deflected off of the FC Dallas player. Or I guess they're going to say went off of... Yeah, it went off the FC Dallas player. So a corner kick awarded to Fullerton. So now Joseph Flores is coming to the game and has to defend a corner.
Dangerous play here. Always dangerous on a set play.
Kind of interesting to see the two keepers use how they have been as this one goes to the far post. That one's again going to be off of, looked like it was off of FC Dallas, and that's what the referee says. So another corner kick now for Fullerton. So the pressure is staying on FC Dallas at this point.
Surprising that Fullerton doesn't have a few more players up into the box.
Reese took that, and it's going to be at the top of the box now. Abdallah fighting for it. He can't get to it. Now it's going to go to Castro. Castro trying to make a move. Get to 18-yard box. He finally does. Still can't get a good foot on. He's taken down. Nothing is called. Referee says play on. FC Dallas has an attack now. They have numbers. It's FC Dallas with the good attack now. They have room and they have numbers. It's number 9, Amaro, leading the attack. He's into the 18-yard box. He sends it to a shot, and what a great save by Keith Murphy to hold on to that.
That was definitely a great play by Murphy to grab that ball and pull it in, because there's a couple of SC Dallas players right there to pounce.
Yeah, if Murphy does not hold on to that ball, you have to think it's an easy tap-in for one of the other 3 FC Dallas players around the net.
Absolutely. A good play by Aaron Volkert there on the defensive side, pushing the ball out. It's going to award a corner kick for Fullerton, but, better to give a corner kick than to let somebody like Dylan Smith get into the box.
So this is going to be the 3rd corner kick here in the past minute or so. As you see, the time has run out in this game. We're working with stoppage time right now. Number 12 is going to be taking it. That's Ruiz. He's going to send it in. Far post. They have a player there, and he can't get the header to go in. On that far side was Ronaldo Pineda, it looked like, who had the chance at that. He got a good shot at it, just couldn't get it on target. It had made it past the goalkeeper, Joseph Flores, on the back side. And it was that close to Fullerton winning this game in stoppage time. Should be around 4 minutes of stoppage time here. If no one scores, then we'll be headed to penalty kicks.
Just a little update on Pineda. He tried to get up and walk off of the stretcher. Unfortunately, he was unable to really get moving, so they decided to pick him up. He's walking over the bench because a
shot from distance goes in, and that's going to hit off the crossbar. On the far side, that was Barajas who sent that in with the left foot. It looked like it didn't have a chance, and all of a sudden it dips and hits off the crossbar. Fullerton's going to have another corner kick. Ruiz is over there to take it, and they're pushing a lot of players forward.
Good play by Flores to just get a fingertip on it.
Ruiz thinks about it, has to step back a little bit, and now referee's trying to break some things up going on. It looks like that's Dylan Smith near the goalpost.
Martin Salas pushing and shoving there.
This one goes far side. They have numbers there again. No one can get it. Now it goes to Castro. Castro's going to try to do a shot off his back foot. Can't get anything behind it. Then it goes over the inside inline on the near side. Goal kick FC Dallas. So once again at the end of regulation and the end of extra time, it's Fullerton putting all the pressure on. They just can't get anything to fall yet.
And FC Dallas almost looks content to bring this to penalty kicks.
This one goes up. Castro's there. Fullerton's still putting the pressure on. There's Pineda. Pineda sends it out left to Ruiz. Ruiz takes a step inside, and now a penalty is going to be called. They're going to call that one on Fullerton, so it'll be FC Dallas free kick. You can see Ronaldo Pineda didn't seem too happy with that call. And time has to be running low right now. As a referee, Jennifer Jones tells FC Dallas to keep playing. And you're right, it seems like FC Dallas is waiting for penalty kicks at this point.
Just defend, 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 and if you get a lucky break, like right here.
This one gets tipped forward and has a chance, but good play by Keith Murphy coming up and making the save. Keith Murphy, what a great game he's had for Fullerton, being really aggressive coming off his line.
As we talked about, all keepers performing very well today.
And that is going to do it for extra time. So the score is still 0-0 after 90 minutes of play in this U14 championship game. We're going to go to penalty kicks between Fullerton Rangers and FC Dallas Premier at Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup number 32. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with all the action of the penalty kicks. This is the Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup number 32 on the Texas channel.
Did you know that the average American home has 2.93 TVs? That's an average. If you have a really big house, maybe you got 5. If you're a rock star, you got 15. The point is, with Time Warner Digital Cable, you can watch HD on all of them at the same time. But with AT&T, you're out of luck. They can't handle HD for all those TVs. Sometimes they can't even handle 2. Rock stars have more TVs than that in their bathroom. Could have been a rock star. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
HD on all your TVs. AT&T doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does.
Whole House DVR from Time Warner Cable. Recorded here, watch it in 4 different rooms. We're moving technology forward to bring you back to your own space.
Welcome to Inside Texas Golf, your inside look at what makes golf so special in the Lone Star State. I'm Jeff Power.
And I'm Jimmy Ratliff.
On Inside Texas Golf, you'll hear from PGA professionals, get a look at the most beautiful courses around the state, get some helpful golf tips to strengthen your game, and so much more. Inside Texas Golf, airing weekends on Time Warner Cable, the Texas channel.
Here we go! It's not about megabytes or pixel ratios, bandwidth, more resolution. It's not even about technology. It's about how it works.
We're good.
For you. At Time Warner Cable, we're moving technology forward to bring you back
This is awesome, Dad.
to what matters most.
Welcome back here to Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup number 32 in Pizza Hut Park in Frisco, Texas. And boy, do we have a good one here in the U14 age group. As you see Diego Jordan right there, or Gordon Diego rather, the executive director of Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup. But in this U14 championship game against FC Dallas Premier Fullerton Rangers, we played 90 minutes. We haven't got a goal yet, still 0-0, so now we go to penalty kicks to decide it.
Yeah, this is, you know what happens when you have a complete stalemate on the field. You just go to penalty kicks, and that's how you decide this championship. Unfortunately, it's not always the best way, but it's a way to decide a winner.
Yeah, and a lot of people will say the 0-0 game can't be exciting, but I think this is really a good example of just two teams playing really sound, solid soccer, and it was still entertaining despite the fact that we didn't get any goals.
Absolutely, and you know, 3 players I think you just need to point out. Goalkeeper for Fullerton, Keith Murphy, and the 2 goalkeepers that have played in this game for FC Dallas. Joseph Flores in the first half and towards the end of extra time, as well as Sawyer Williams. Flores comes into the game late in the second extra time to be in the nets for this penalty shootout.
So just to let everyone know the way these PKs will work, they're going to follow traditional FIFA rules that are going to be the traditional style. There's going to be 5 players from each team shooting. They're both going to go to the same side. In the past years, it's always been the north end of this Pizza Hut Park, so we're going to assume that that's where they're going to do it again. But basically, it's the first one to make it so that the other one can't make as many as them win. So if, say, Fullerton goes first and gets 3, and, you know, that FC Dallas has no chance to get 3 at the end of their 5, and then it's over at that point. And they are going to go to the north side. Once again, in goal for the Fullerton Rangers is going to be Keith Murphy, number 22. You can see him there with his blue hair. He's had a fantastic game so far. At the other side for FC Dallas is going to be Joseph Flores, who started the game out at goal, came out for the second half, and will now be it for the PKs.
FC Dallas is going to go first with the first kick. But it was interesting at the end of the second time, Fullerton coach Jimmy Obleda was frustrated as the whistle blew to end the second period of extra time. He was trying to get a player, Adrian Vera, onto the field. But there was just not an opportunity for a substitution. So Vera not going to get a chance to kick unless we go through all of those 11 players that were on the field.
I think going first is going to be Martin Salas, number 21 for FC Dallas.
When you look at the keeper, you're going to see some movement. You're allowed to move side to side, lateral movement, but once you come forward, that assistant linesman, that assistant referee on the line is going to make sure that the goalkeeper is doing the proper technique for defending this penalty kick.
Salas takes his steps back. He's one of the captains of this FC Dallas team. He goes right and he makes it in the top corner. So FC Dallas on their first PK kick from Salas, gets a goal and goes up 1-0 in the PKs.
Well struck by Salas, very strong shot. You know, you'll see, you know, two mentalities when you take a PK, either power or finesse. I typically see power winning out in most cases.
First kick for the Fullerton Rangers going to be Ronaldo Pineda. Pineda's had a very solid game, couple chances on goal. This time he goes left and he makes it low past Flores to tie it at 1-1. So far, both PK takers have been able to make it. Both goalies guessed right both times, just weren't able to react quick enough. The next for FC Dallas, second in order, is going to be Christian Ramirez, number 22. He was one of the starters in this game for them, played the entire time. I don't think ever came off in the full 90 minutes.
No, he's one of their top players, so you know, definitely a reason why he's taking this penalty shot.
Ramirez wastes no time, and he puts it to the right, and a save that time! What a save by Keith Murphy, and he makes the first stop of the penalty shootout.
So as I said, when you go with finesse, you give the goalkeeper more of an opportunity to save. The ball is coming off that mark so much slower, and Murphy did great to react to go to his left side and block that ball.
The next PK is going to be taken, Ricardo Ruiz for Fullerton. He wastes no time as well. He goes left and he makes it. Goalkeeper Joseph Flores had no chance as that one as as Fullerton takes the lead in this PK shootout 2-1. So now the pressure goes back to the FC Dallas side because one, they can't miss anymore really, and two, their goalkeeper Joseph Flores now has to make a shot. Or save a shot rather.
Exactly.
It all starts here though as Juan Amaro is going to be going for FC Dallas number 9. He has to make this.
Again, I'm a fan of going with power for these penalty kicks.
He goes right and he makes it. In the back of the net. 2-2, it gets tied in round 3 of the PK shootouts. FC Dallas went first, so Fullerton has a chance to make it 3-2 after 3 rounds. Again, that was Juan Amaro making that one for FC Dallas.
Looks like Rolando Munoz stepping up for Fullerton.
Munoz was a substitution, made a big impact, had a couple of good shots from distance in this one. Steps up, strikes it with the left, and he makes it in the back of the net. 3-2, Fullerton leads after 3 rounds. So Fullerton doing a good job taking the PKs thus far. As we move into the 4th round, once again, FC Dallas already had one shot that was saved by goalkeeper Keith Murphy there with the blue hair. So they can't really afford to miss any more at this point as Miguel Ojeda steps up to take it. Wastes no time, takes it with the right foot, makes it to the left side of the net. What a shot that time by Ojeda, such confidence in that one.
Perfect penalty kick, right on the left side of the siding of the net. Not really any way you could stop that if you're a goalkeeper.
So this could be the big one for Joseph Flores, the goalkeeper for FC Dallas. This is the 4th round. Fullerton can make this and take a 4-3 lead going into the 5th round. Taking it is going to be number 11, Jorge Castro, who's had a very dominant game up front for Fullerton. Had a couple of chances himself. He's going to waste no time. Take it with the right, goes right, he makes it. 4-3 after 4 rounds.
You know, as a goalkeeper, you're just at a huge disadvantage. You know, and the majority, a large percent of these shots are generally converted. So, you know, just when you get cute and you try to, you know, finesse it, is when a goalkeeper, you give them the opportunity to save it.
Well, right now, FC Dallas, this tournament comes down to Cody Korleski, number 5. He has to make this for FC Dallas to even have a chance of winning this game. He takes it with the right, and it's going to go in on the left side. Good job that time by Korleski to keep this one going. So 4-4 now in the 5th round. It all comes down to this shot right here. Joseph Flores can stop it, and we can keep going on this PK until someone misses, or Fullerton can end it right now.
Lemus is going to step up, and a defender taking a PK. It's
So it comes down to this. Andres Lemus to win the U14 championship here at Dallas Cup 32, and he makes it! Fullerton wins in PKs. You see him running over to the coach. Hugs all around, and Fullerton is celebrating their victory here at Dallas Cup in the U14 age bracket. They did not lose the whole tournament. It ended up being the better one in the PK shootout. And the player of the game for Fullerton has to be Keith Murphy, the goalkeeper.
Absolutely. He makes a great save there for the second penalty kick. And, your heart has to go out to FC Dallas because, they played strong throughout the whole game. And you never want to lose a game, especially a championship game like this, on penalty shootout.
Yeah, and it's always hard to second guess the coach at this point. But remember, Sawyer Williams came into the game for FC Dallas, played really well, and they decided to go with Joseph Flores at goal, who played in the first half. He ended up giving up one, or he actually didn't stop any. The Fullerton keeper bettered him, so it'll be Fullerton walking away with the trophy. Real quick, Jeff, give me your final thoughts on this one.
It was evenly matched throughout, and like I said, unfortunately it has to go to a penalty shootout, but that's the way that you have to end it. It has to end some way. We can keep going and going. Beautiful trophy there to go to Fullerton. We're going to take it back to Southern California, and they're crowned the U14 champions of the Dallas Cup for 2011.
It's going to be the second California team in a row to take home the championship here at Dallas Cup. In the U13 group, it was the Nomads Academy out of San Diego, and now it's the Fullerton Rangers taking home the trophy for the U14 age division. Once again, this was Dallas Cup number 32, U14 championship. Fullerton Rangers will go home after defeating FC Dallas Premier. On behalf of Jeff Tracy, I'm Sam Irwin. I would like to thank the whole crew here at Time Warner Cable, as long as everyone involved with Dallas Cup and both teams, Fullerton Rangers and FC Dallas Premier. It was a fun one here, and remember, this was Dallas Cup, or Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup 32 on the Texas channel.